Jonathan Gannon. His guys ready to get this one going. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The team, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. In this space, and he's trying to take in every moment from his first start. But at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. When they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here with Shuck. To the right side, he's got Velo. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Cardinals.
Second
and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
this now a 3rd and 4.
A loss of a yard.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. Past the 20. 5. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Shuck with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, and there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership, and being a great teammate.
Now Brissett. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
The Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Cardinals first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
49-yard line. It's a gain of
Conner going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on the punt there on 4th down.
In punt formation for the Cardinals.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he managed to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
To throw is Shuck. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Shuck now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got an incomplete. And they will just drive upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the 47.
That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. The QBs love to make that easy throw, and they just up there for a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Here's Shuck. And a front the open man. That's complete. He'll be in just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain
From
of
the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
That's another Saints.
They'll run with Devin Neal. Ooh, the juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And he fires one incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Here's second and 10. Throwing, Shuck. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Touchdown. Jerome Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point wins in the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Brissett now. That's complete to Michael Wilson. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Brissett
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Go here, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he's going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 27.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Formation for the Cardinals.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for
now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun, here's Shaq. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
And the Saints.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
The 29-yard line.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This complete to Pope.
Shots pass.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second
Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
at the 23.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming
A
up.
loss of 2. Brings up third down and 6.
From the gun, Shuck. And he's going to go down. They sack him back around the 30. It's Xavier Collins who got in there to get the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, we're finished.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think I did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in the break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring it down. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Brissett. This will be swung out here for counter.
Brissett's pass.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard gain.
And third down and 6 to go.
Third down.
Brissett sets to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. This won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
It's fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair
They
catch.
call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And now will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations. We're trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second and 11. Now set up the screen now to Kamara. Shrugs him off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from the home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
For Chris Olave, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll give the Kamara here on the option. And he is swatted up right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Shuck. Pass taken in. He's been taken all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And the Saints, first down.
To throw is Shuck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rally's on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing, Brissett. And Wilson with it, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Brissett. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there.
For the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have time. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Out of the gun, Brissett. That ball caught by Harrison. And they work this well on the field across the 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Watson going to get this one out wide. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cardinals
We're set now.
First down.
Caught by Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The Saints 35-yard line.
This is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another.
Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again for the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 2-yard line.
Once again, it's Connor. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
To throw, Brissett. Screen pass to Connor. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Gets around him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So they're convinced that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Check now to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 5.
Brings up the keeper. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
That wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Cardinals
and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Brissett. And the Saints pressure gets him. Right down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And not much there at all as he'll get this area up to about the 11. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Haven't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a 1st-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all. Tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to try and take off with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw now, Shuck. And he is caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Throwing, Shuck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we won it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides of that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Second down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
That's caught by Harrison, right side.
Brissett's pass.
2 yards to go, second down.
Harrison Jr. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Brissett sets the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Here's Kamara off the draw. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback and trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 7.
And he's going to go down. They get to the bank at the 40. Josh rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Short one here, caught by McBride. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Zay Jones.
That's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. There's been a blowout. It's been continually revealed by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. They'll get this out to Kamara. Will be a gain of just a yard. And that'll make it second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch, signal for, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett.
2nd and 6.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cardinals 1st down.
A give running right is counter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 30-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they're talking about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
4th down, Brissett. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me?
That one is saved back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down and a sack.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Shuck. Under pressure, they got him again. Walter Nolan. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. From the gun, Shuck. Throwing out right here, caught by Alave. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The football going back over to Arizona now. Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
At the 16-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Brissett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Incomplete. Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
Here's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Connor on the read option. And we'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
10 more yards.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And inches.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.